The narcissist is afraid of your light. We've all heard how narcissists are arrogant, full of themselves, overly confident, and afraid of nothing.
I am the best.
But is this really true? Underneath the brash exterior, the narcissist is actually riddled with deep-seated insecurities and fears.
I am the best.
Their overconfidence is just a mask covering up their fragile ego and lack of identity. One of the narcissist's greatest fears is your light, your vibrance, talents, confidence, and inherent value.
I am jealous and insecure.
When you shine, the narcissist feels diminished. The narcissist is afraid when you shine your light brightly. Have you noticed how the narcissist tries to dim your light? They may shoot down your accomplishments, dismiss your achievements, or minimize your success.
That's nothing.
This is because when you attract positive attention, it makes the narcissist feel diminished in comparison. For example, imagine you receive a promotion at work for your excellent performance. You're glowing with pride over your accomplishments. But when you share the good news with a narcissist, they scoff and claim you only got the job because of favoritism. This immediate minimization is actually a sign of the narcissist's fear. They feel outshone by a light, so they try to snuff it out. The narcissist is afraid of your ability to genuinely connect with others. Your authentic self naturally draws people in, but this threatens the narcissist, who lacks a real identity. Your light illuminates their empty, false self, so the narcissist will try to punish you for shining. They'll convince you that you made them feel small, so that you'll dim yourself to lift them up. For instance, when you're out with friends, your openness and charm attract positive attention from those around you. But the narcissist sulks in the shadows, feeling ignored. Later, they attack you for being self-centered and making them look bad. But it's really their fear of being outshined that provokes this reaction. Your ability to light up a room reminds the narcissist of their own dimness. The narcissist fears your independence. The narcissist is also afraid when you assert your independence. Whether it's making your own decisions, pursuing a dream, or standing up for yourself, independent actions threaten the narcissist's control. Rather than celebrate your initiative, the narcissist sees it as defiance. They need to keep you dependent on their validation. So the narcissist will criticize your independence in an attempt to extinguish it. But this reveals their fear of your inner strength and resilience. For example, imagine you start a new hobby that fulfills you, like painting. When you proudly show the narcissist your artwork, rather than encouraging you, they make critical or dismissive remarks. Their put-downs are an attempt to keep you seeking their approval, rather than developing your skills independently. The narcissist fears not being able to dictate your reality when you cultivate your own dreams and purpose.
You want me controlled.
The narcissist feels outshined by your success. Another thing the narcissist fears is your success. Every accomplishment or victory you achieve contradicts the narcissist's narrative that you are worthless. So the narcissist will try to downplay your successes as just luck. They'll convince you that you aren't truly capable on your own. But deep down, the narcissist fears how your achievements outshine their lack thereof. Your merit highlights their inadequacies. The narcissist knows they can't truly compete with your inherent gifts and abilities, so they resort to distortion and dismissal to keep up the facade. For example, if you earn a big promotion at work, the narcissist responds with jealousy rather than pride. They might claim you don't deserve it, or that you must have manipulated someone to get ahead. This redirection is an attempt to dull your light so the narcissist doesn't have to confront their own inferiority. Your accomplishments are blinding, proof of talents the narcissist wishes they had. The narcissist punishes you for their own deficiencies. When the narcissist devalues, discards, or rages against you, recognize that these punishments reflect their deficiencies, not yours. The narcissist projects their self-loathing and punishes you for provoking their insecurities. But it was never about you being too much. It stems from the narcissist's fear of being exposed as not enough. Your light reminds the narcissist of their own dimness. So they try to snuff you out to feel better about themselves. For example, the narcissist may intercept a compliment meant for you and claim it as their own accomplishment. When you call them out, they explode with narcissistic rage to silence you. The narcissist then devalues you as arrogant for standing up for yourself. Their cruelty is an attempt to dull your light, so you don't expose their inadequacies. The narcissist fears your positive qualities. The narcissist is afraid of your empathy, compassion, self-esteem, confidence, and emotional depth. Things they lack. So, they undermine these qualities in you. The narcissist will call you overly sensitive for showing emotion. They'll say you have a big ego for displaying confidence. This is because your positive traits provoke the narcissist's envy and shame. They expose what is missing in the narcissist. So the narcissist tries to destroy these qualities rather than develop them in themselves. For instance, when you confront the narcissist about their hurtful behavior, they accuse you of being too sensitive. Or, if you acknowledge your talents, they call you conceited and self-absorbed. This manipulation keeps you insecure and dimmed. Your light would force the narcissist to confront their own deficits, so they try to distort your reality. The narcissist knows they can't compete with you. The truth is, the narcissist knows they can't compete with your vibrance. They see your talents and recognize your superiority. But your gifts also reveal their mediocrity, provoking their egos. Rather than evolve, the narcissist tries to cut you down to their level. But this actually exposes their awareness that you were always out of their league. So remember that narcissist devaluation and projections are proof that they recognize your gifts. For example, a narcissist may be jealous of your artistic talents. Rather than develop their own creativity, the narcissist convinces you your work is worthless. They overwrite your reality because they know if you believed in your abilities, you would surpass them effortlessly. The narcissist's sabotage is the ultimate confirmation that they know you are exceptional.
I am aware!
I am familiar with that tactic.
Awareness of their tactics. The narcissist is afraid when you start recognizing their tactics. Once you identify their manipulation and games, you stop playing along. And once you stop feeding the narcissist's needs, they begin to lose control. When you establish the truth and reject their false narratives, it shatters the narcissist's delusions of superiority. By breaking their control over you, you force the narcissist to face reality, something they desperately avoid. For instance, when you call out the narcissist's gaslighting and distortions, they fly into a rage. The narcissist fears their mask slipping, so they attack you in an effort to regain control of the narrative. But your awareness means you can't be fooled, and the narcissist can't consume your supply. They're forced to confront the truth rather than spin their web of lies.
You're lying! I am not lying! I am not lying!
As you heal, you regain your independence, confidence, and sense of self. The very things the narcissist tried to destroy. This is the narcissist's greatest fear realized. Your healing proves that you don't need the narcissist to define your worth. And it shows their abuse did not break you. The narcissist loses their power over you. Your growth and self-love inspires the narcissist's abandonment anxiety. For example, when you begin setting boundaries, putting yourself first and breaking codependency patterns, the narcissist panics. They escalate their abuse to try to force your compliance. But your inner light can no longer be stifled. You found freedom in prioritizing your needs and embracing your power. This provokes the narcissist's control fears like nothing else. The narcissist fears the truth of their false self. At their core, narcissists are afraid of being found out, of the world seeing through their false self to the cowardly, insecure person beneath. This is why they rage when you confront their lies. The narcissist fears the loss of control and supply that comes with being exposed. So they hide behind a facade of superiority, projecting an image of confidence. But deep down, the narcissist fears you recognizing it as just a flimsy mask covering emptiness and self-loathing. For example, the narcissist's domineering bravado may cover up a history of childhood trauma and learned helplessness. If you identify their arrogance as overcompensation for powerlessness, the narcissist unravels. Their smooth veneer cracks, revealing the scared inner child using tyranny to feel safe. The narcissist fears their weaknesses being seen, so they attack you for your insight. Proof the narcissist knows they are inferior to you. The narcissist's attempts to make you feel small are proof that they already see your greatness. The narcissist wouldn't need to diminish your light if they truly saw you as inferior. So their put-downs, sabotage, rage, and projections are actually confirmations that the narcissist recognizes your gifts all along. They see your empathetic heart, your talents, your resilience, and it terrifies them. For example, say you share a brilliant idea with a narcissist. Rather than acknowledging your insight, they hijack your idea as their own. This theft reveals that they recognize your intelligence threatens their facade. The narcissist undercutting exposes that they see you as smarter and more creative than them. The narcissist knows on some level that they are damaged goods. They know their false self is just a cover-up for inadequacy. The narcissist fears you discovering the truth, that your divine light was too much for their darkness.
What have you discovered?
That the narcissist's brutality reveals your strength. The fact that the narcissist feels threatened enough by you to assault you with cruelties actually validates your power. The narcissist's abuse is proof that they see you as someone who can expose their false self without even trying. Someone weak or worthless wouldn't provoke such a visceral response. The narcissist's attempts to crush and devalue you are actually confirmations of your strength and self-worth. So let the narcissist's reactions be validation of your gifts. For instance, when you share your big dreams or goals with a narcissist, they react by sabotaging and discouraging you. Their cruelty exposes that they see your potential and how easily you could eclipse them by believing in yourself. The narcissist's attack on your vision reveals that they recognize your inner power. You are the narcissist's greatest threat. To the narcissist, your true self is their greatest threat. Your capacity to create joy, connect with others, achieve dreams, and nurture your soul provokes the narcissist's worst fears. Your vibrance reminds them of everything they are not. Your wholeness exposes their brokenness, and your freedom evokes their imprisonment. This is why the narcissist tries so desperately to dim your inner light. For example, after escaping the narcissist's grasp, you begin radiating a newfound joy and ease. You glow with freedom and self-love. This provokes intense jealousy and rage in the narcissist. It exposes the jail cell of their own making that they remain trapped in. They try to punish you for escaping, but your spirit remains unbroken.
How can you leave?
The narcissist fears.
Getting smarter.
Once you reclaim your self-worth, now that you recognize the patterns, you can reclaim your worth. The narcissist can only convince you that you are the problem as long as you believe their words over your truth. You now have proof that the narcissist recognized your gifts all along. The narcissist worked so hard to bury your light because they feared its brilliance. But that light still glows inside you. Now you can stop abandoning yourself on behalf of the narcissist's false self. Shine on. For example, after experiencing the narcissist's distortions up close, their criticisms no longer faze you. You recognize that the wounds are theirs. You do not absorb them. Reclaiming your self-worth protects you from the narcissist's projections. Your healing reflects their brokenness, not your own. The narcissist is afraid of your healing because it means they lose power over you. But healing will also loosen the narcissist's grip on your psyche. As you develop self-love, confidence, and boundaries, the narcissist holds less sway. The narcissist needs you trapped in self-doubt in order to control you. So commit to your own growth. It will inspire a narcissistic rage, but will ultimately set you free. Your light will overpower the narcissist's darkness. For instance, after adopting a meditation practice, you find calm and clarity replace your old anxiety and confusion. From this grounded place, the narcissist's manipulations no longer grasp you. Though they try to instill doubts, your inner light shines bright. You're lovingly detached from the narcissist's projections.